Hello world.
Mic's on.
Mike is alive.
How was your day?
Fuck you. So, I flew the plane.
You did?
I did. For quite some time. Oh shit.
What's missing?
My phone.
You need your phone.
Yeah, can you,
Where is it?
did I send you all the videos? No, I didn't.
No.
Check on my desk.
Alright.
So yeah, I flew my plane. Didn't work out too well, gotta say. It came back in a couple of parts. So maybe I'll start from the top. We'll wait for Wayne to arrive because he hasn't heard half the story yet. So we'll just give him a second. He's getting my phone so that you have some videos. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure what to do at this point because like I've come to the realization that what I want to do with the plane, thank you, is just not what the plane is made for. So yeah, we arrived at the spot.
Oh, so you already told him what happened?
No, I didn't. But
they kinda said,
but I
"Oh,
guess it's
no."
kind of obvious. But so I launched, and the first launch went like holy shit. It was so bad.
Okay.
I basically
Oh, there were 2 launches.
2 launches.
Okay.
So the first launch, actually, hang on. Do I still have that part? Yeah.
What? You got parts in your pocket?
I gotta get that out because it's gonna fuck up my washing machine. All right. Lost my mic. Just a sec. There we go. So that thing came off.
From landing?
Yeah, from,
Okay.
well, okay, let's call it landing. But other than that, everything was fine. Like the CG didn't move, everything.
That was the bottom tail, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's like the back X thing part, which we were all speculating when it's gonna happen.
Mhm.
It happened. So I launched, or Mark tossed it, full throttled it. The what do you call that? The force, chat, whatever you call the force when you wind up your engine. Twisted the plane, basically like went upside down. I corrected it, and then planted it, and yeah. So then like there was another FPV dude there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so first thing that went wrong, torque roll. There we go. Thank you very much, Christopher. So the first thing I did wrong was I didn't bring any FPV gear.
Yeah.
Well done. So what happened is I powered up the laptop and then I saw like, oh, Tango 2. There's somebody here with a Tango 2. So I went around looking for the guy who flies the Tango 2 because he's gonna have FPV equipment, right? So that guy came and he was like under his goggles and watching our feed. So yeah, anyway, fucked up the first launch. Second launch went pretty well. I got the slow-mo right here. I'm just gonna show it off.
Let me ask who it was.
This guy.
Dude, with the mask, I can't tell who that is. No way I can tell.
All right.
So you were at the
Yeah, we were at the
reservoir place.
Yeah, at the reservoir place. So take off. Tossed it. Torque roll for fucking days. This was the maiden launch too, so it was super twitchy. Corrected like 7 times. And here I was like, okay, committed, fine. And then took off, right? So, plane took off fine, and then the first thing that we wanted to do was do the auto tune. So I had it set up that instead of autopilot, I had a auto tune. Big mistake. Like if you set up your plane, you want to have loiter or auto mode. You want to have manual mode, and you want to have auto tune as your three modes, right? Like we overrode the loiter or autopilot mode, and we had fly by wire, which is fucking useless. Like or stabilized mode, whatever that was. So yeah. Anyway, took off, put it into auto tune. Like you gotta like roll 10 times, pitch 10 times, right? Like that was already super painful because the plane was super twitchy. So I did all that, and then auto mode is basically fly by wire mode, which is useless. So now I had two useless modes in manual mode. The plane was super like slow, like it flew like a passenger jet. Like, and it's a pretty tight spot with like power lines everywhere. So if I had full deflection, I was able to dodge the power lines, dodge the mountain peak on the right, dodge the power lines on the back, and then dodge the mountain peak on the right. Like it was full deflection, full elevon. Like anyway, right? So we went up to like 300 meters, and there was some noise there. So it kept switching to RF mode 1, which means you can't change any parameters anymore. So whatever. Brought it in like low. Then we overrode the plane modes and everything. Flew up again, and then had it loiter overhead. Everything was cool. So the plane was kind of too fast. Like it flew 22 meters per second, which 22 meters per second to kilometers per hour. Yeah, that's like 80, right? So we were cruising at 80. So the plane was fucking hauling. And so we did all the settings that we had to do. Everything was working fine. We had it tuned, all that shit, right? And then I lost RF mode 2 again. So the 150 hertz mode, so we were back to RF mode 1. I was like, okay, fine. I'm just gonna bring it in one more time, and we'll loiter it closer to us. So when it's on RF mode 2, I felt safe to switch to 450 hertz because then, you know, you got range, right? So that's when shit happened. So I switched back to manual mode, and because it was like in that super slow mode, I switched to manual mode, and I must have had like roll just pulled slightly to the side. Plane immediately flipped
because it was sensitive.
It was super sensitive or twitchy in manual mode. So what I did was I thought like, okay, I'm upside down. I'm just gonna pull. And the plane went into a dive, and I saw it accelerate. Like, holy shit, that thing accelerated. And then it just went down. Like, there was no recovery. I was up probably about 300 meters.
300 meters, okay.
So, 400 feet. It's 800 feet. But, you know, 400 feet is legal, so we're up at 400 feet. And that thing just came down. It did not even, like, it did not disintegrate on impact. It disintegrated in the air. Oh, like, I lost my first wing full fucking mid-flight.
Oh.
Yeah, so show 'em. Right. This is what's left.
So this part fucking just gave up.
Everything gave up.
Oh yeah.
Oh no. Okay, that part ripped out in flight.
That was mid. Yeah.
That was mid-flight, gone. The front obviously took quite an impact, as you can see from the airspeed sensor. The flight control appeared to be fine, like it was still running. A couple of the pins are slightly bent, but so the flight control is going to live, right? We got the flight control, check. The run cam split, yeah, that's not a good day, but might be fine. The tail came down like this. The motor was gone, I think. It's not in there. I checked. No. The motor is just gone. Yeah.
Is the SD card still there?
SD card's still there.
Still in there.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, it is.
Evo.
The VTX is fine. The GPS is probably fine. I didn't really check.
That's the other wing.
So yeah, it's more or less like the rebuild is going to be less painful.
Holy shit.
Yeah, this was the spar. Just wasn't having a good time. We binned the batteries.
Oh, okay.
Because they kept getting warmer and warmer, to the point where they were not warm anymore, where they were actually hot. The ESC was in front of the plane, so it just flew through the plane.
Oh, okay. Some wires got pulled. Wait, did you cut this or?
No, I cut this.
Oh, okay.
That one was cut by me, because you can't use the power wire on the thing. But yeah, like one battery was still connected and was still running. The whole plane still had power. Unfortunately, we lost the Crossfire RX. The wing with the receiver is still on a plane somewhere. Like this is the wing on a top of the fucking tree. And we didn't really want to stay in there because this is a locked off area because it's the water reservoir. So you're not supposed to go near the water. This is how like the parts that we collected ended up looking. Yeah, I don't really know. Like this is the fence we had to climb. Yeah. So somebody asked, ZOHD can't produce them fast enough for Trappy. Yeah. They're going to have a hard time keeping up. This is my third one in 3 weeks. Oh, man. Yeah, the airspeed sensor's toast, but I guess I can still use the airspeed sensor. I just need a new pitot tube. Manuel is asking what caused the crash, mechanical failure. Okay, so it was, as every time with a plane, it's not one thing. Right? So when I forgot the FPV feed thing, I was like, okay, fine. That's one mistake. So now it's usually a combination of 2 mistakes, right? So what happened was when I flipped it, it was 300 meters up high, which means the plane is like this size, right? So you can't really tell what's going on. So I reacted way too slowly to the correction, and it built up too much speed that bent the wings that made it impossible to control the plane, which meant it flew even faster, which caused vibrations in the airframe, and it just disintegrated and smashed into the ground hardcore.
Hardcore, yeah. Well, this is the new Bot Grinder logo.
Yeah.
Look at that. To be completely honest, I did not expect the plane to have such a small envelope of speed. I'm used to the Caipirinha, which has wood elevons, which is an absolute necessity in my opinion. Because you see, okay, this is the problem. You, like this, you see that? I'm holding the servo in place and I can move this like that. I'm not saying this is the fault of ZOHD because I way over batteried that plane.
Yeah.
Right? So obviously, if you fly it within the envelope that it's designed to be flown in, you're not going to have any issues. But I had basically no control authority.
Well, almost a fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit.
Must petition aviation authority. 400 feet is not 2 mistakes high. Yeah, it's not.
Oh, that was Vincent.
Oh, Vincent has the
DVR.
Vincent has the DVR. Awesome. So feel free to post that up in the TBS lounge. So Vincent is gonna post the DVR. Awesome. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go back to the Kaipi 2, to be honest. I mean, I'm gonna build another one just because, like, never surrender to a plane. and I'm gonna finish a successful. Well, I'm gonna finish my second successful flight with this fucking plane. I owe that much to ZOHD to like prove that it's not their platform. It's actually me. I hope they give me another discount. That guy's probably thinking like, no way he's breaking that many planes. He's selling them. He's fucking selling them. He's scamming
Could have
us.
just asked me for a deal.
Yeah. Did the wing with the Evo survive with that awesome Evo wiring? Yes, it did. It did. So well, it didn't. I mean, the wing didn't survive, but the Evo survived.
Right here.
Actually, the Evo did not survive. Like, if you have a close look at it,
Was it burned?
it's not burned, but you see that connector?
Oh.
So this is why we have solder pads on our VTXs. The weird thing is, okay, the socket with the connector on and the cable plugged in, that one stayed on, that socket was gone. Like, that didn't even have that had nothing plugged in.
Oh my god.
So the impact was so hard that the socket just flew off the PCB. Was this a plane for testing new stuff? You would be faster to get results by not building planes by yourself. Yeah, thank you very much. Paid in exposure, yeah. I'm paid in exposure by ZOHD. So yeah, but I wanna get a Kaipi 2 going now, because I'm kind of like I like the autopilot shit.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. When it works, it's pretty nice. But yeah. Anyway, this has not been very successful. One guy is asking about the Micro TX V2 when there's going to be a discount from the V1 to the V2. That's going to be this week.
This week.
Pretty sure. Yeah.
It's Wednesday.
Yeah, but like all the Nano TXs are shipping today.
Mm-hmm.
All of the pre-orders. Actually, no, it's going to be today, tomorrow, and Friday. And then we have a small batch of Micro TX V2 that's going to go out, and then we're going to. So, latest early next week. Yeah. So you guys are working on a new fixed wing. We're working on so much new stuff. That plane we wanted to have as a platform to test all of our Mavlink stuff, and the Mavlink stuff kind of worked, but we found out a couple of flaws. So it's always, you know, every mistake we make is gonna roll into software updates that are gonna make it easier for you guys. So, you know, there's that. Laminate the ailerons on the next one. No, okay, I'm not doing that. Like, I wanna keep the planes as stock as possible, just because it's a pain in the ass to build them. In my opinion, they should fly like that properly. INAV on Kaipi 2. No, I'm an Ardupilot guy. I have nothing against INAV, but I want to fly like automatic missions and all that kind of shit. I used to have INAV on all of my wings, and that's kind of like for the attitude mode or whatever it's called, like the stabilized mode.
Okay.
It's pretty cool because like, you know, wings never flew like quads before. Like when you put them into a roll, they kind of always like wanted to go back, or like when you put them in a dive, they wanted to go up.
Okay.
But in stabilized mode or in manual mode, I can't remember what it's called, or rate mode, it's just like it flies like a quad. You point it and it stays like that, and you point it down and it stays like that. So it's actually super awesome for like dives.
Okay.
If you want to go down like a slope, it's just gonna stay steady.
So you don't have to hold your pitch.
Yeah, you don't have to hold anything. Like you don't have to compensate for all of the wind stuff.
Okay.
However, like when you fly at the limits of the plane, like I like to fly the wings like just before stalling them. Like for example, when you go up a mountain, you're basically like dragging it up the mountain. It looks super cool on video. Plus, it feels super awesome because you're like right at the edge of a stall all the time. And that's where like the high skilled pilots come out to play. So yeah, that's what I prefer. INAV has missions now. Yeah, I understand all that. I completely understand, but like I'm used to Autopilot. I like the Mavlink integration. I like all of that stuff, and I'm pretty sure INAV is gonna have that as well. But like, I'm a Windows guy and I'm an Autopilot guy. I'm not gonna change. Tango 2 production is ongoing. They're always out of stock. Yes, Tango 2 production is always ongoing. The demand has just been crazy.
And some manufacturers are starting to sell RTFs with the Tango 2.
Yeah.
And just like hundreds of them are gone. So
Yeah. But honestly, like after today, like you go to the flying field, and there's 2 FPV pilots there, and both of them fly. I mean, I'm gonna skew, because that's all I fly. But I was just laughing my ass off because I powered up Mark powered up the laptop, and he was like, so which of the Tango 2s do I have to select on the Wi-Fi? And I'm like, what? There's another Tango 2 here? I ordered a Tango 2 3 days ago, and I have it right now in my hands. Yeah, you got lucky, man. Good thing. There are some stores now that have them in stock. I missed the forum days where we could see developments of new products. RC groups, FPV. Okay, that has nothing to do with all of that stuff. We used to be super open about what we're developing and how we're working on it and all the prototypes and all of that shit, because actually it helps with development a lot because we get feedback from the pilots.
before
However, like with all the cloning shit that's going on, we can't really do that. Like all of our product launches have to be a surprise as much to our customers as they are to our competitors, because they got like fucking molds everywhere. Yeah, so can't really do much about that.
even things as small as the fucking ethics tool.
Yeah, even
Prop
the ethics tool gets
Oh my god.
copied. I mean, it's not really cloned, but it's copied. So yeah, it's just ensuring that we're always one step ahead.
How many hours does it take to build a Cappy 2 by you? And how much for a new user?
Well, so I'm not going to build it for you. Period. You can't pay me enough to build it.
How many hours?
How many hours? Probably about eight hours, I would say, is a comfortable time.
For you.
Yeah,
So what about a new pilot?
maybe 10.
10 hours?
It's not that much more. Like most of the time you're waiting for glue to dry.
Okay. Alright.
And while you're waiting for glue to dry, actually like wings are super easy to set up because you only have 2 ports to connect the servos in, or like a 3rd port for your throttle and whatever. Like it's way easier to set up, and you have so much space. You just take your soldering iron, put the shit in, tape over it, done. If you don't forget the main spar. Someone's paying attention. How much range on 1 watt? So, all right, let's do a quick. That's actually a good segue. Okay, I'm gonna fucking drop some knowledge here. Let's see if I can get the computer screen up. Oh, hang on, I gotta close the fucking Facebook first. Here we go. Okay. So when you fly long range, you have to worry about something called the Fresnel zone. So it's basically, it's this radius right here between the distance of the pilot and the plane, or the pilot and the plane, whatever you want to call it, right? Mm-hmm. So the reason why experienced FPV pilots fly long range from the side of a mountain is because of the Fresnel zone.
Okay.
Because if you stand here and you fly up the mountain, you're very likely to get into problems. Mm-hmm. Now, the Fresnel zone defines the zone in which you lose 60% of your range if there are objects inside of it. So if something is above that P right here, like that thing, even just a little bit, it's going to cut your range by 60%.
Okay.
All right. So if you want to fly 100 kilometers and your frequency is 868 megahertz, or let's do 915. Well, actually 868 is more conservative. So your Fresnel zone is going to be 180 meters or 92 meters.
That's not too bad.
It's not too bad, okay? So if you position yourself 100 meters above the average altitude of where you fly, and you stay at least 100 meters high above the highest object, you're going to be fine. So, like for example, my favorite place to fly in St. Anton, which is where I grew up. Let's switch to the, no, we don't need hotels. Thank you very much. So I grew up right around here. So we used to drive up here and then walk up this way and then fly from around here. Can you do 3D mode in this?
Drop the dude in there.
No, that's not gonna. That's not. Let's do Google Earth. There we go. Gonna give you a 3D of that shit. Come on.
It's crazy how they have Google Earth on the browser.
Oh, it
now.
works so well.
Yeah. It used to be like a downloaded software, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's not as good, but it's pretty close. All right, let's zoom in here. Thank you very much. All right, again, like, drive up here, fucking walk up here.
Is it 3D? If you hold control?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Hang on, let me get
cool.
get my bearings. So it's over here. All right, so we would sit here and, okay, check out this fucking view. Oh shit, you can't really, how the fuck can you?
What do you want to do?
I want to look up.
We gotta zoom out.
Gotta zoom out. Yeah, so check out that view. You could fly like all of this. All of this. All right, and my parents' house is down here, so we even, like, we never actually carried the plane down. We just flew around here and just land at home and, like, call your mom to disconnect the battery, and that was it. And there's actually a flight, it's called Long Range is Boring, which is 2 flights in 1 flight from that location.
Okay.
So you see, right there?
Exactly like
Exactly like in Google Earth. And this is with, like, GoPro 2, so excuse the shitty quality.
Right.
But this is like, okay, here's the distance. On the bottom, I always include the distance, like right down here somewhere. So you can see, like, how far. You see, this is 7 kilometers out or 5 miles. Mm-hmm. And you could fly everything at super low altitude.
Why?
because it was all within plain view and
Okay.
no Fresnel zone because you're flying from a mountaintop to a mountaintop.
Okay.
So this is about 15 miles out, I think. Yeah, 18.6, so that's about 15 miles. You see, and we're like, hang on, let me just pause that right here. We're like back here,
Oh my God.
right? So the whole fucking valley, we just flew. And now we're gonna cross over, well, sorry, so turn around here, we're gonna cross over to that mountaintop, and we're gonna fly down here and then land down here. And then, can you fucking just, there we go, speed it up. Landing. the gloves is for protection, because in
Okay.
case I hit the throttle too much. And then on the way back, we basically flew through the valley. So he
So
just
he
flew.
launched it.
Yeah, he launched it
Oh,
with a new
shit.
set of batteries.
Okay.
And okay, this here's you can see here.
Oh my God.
This is my parents' house here. Like this is the garage that we landed into all the time. And this is like a whole fucking Austrian town. You could just fly through it. Because again, like we're up here, right? Like that little pull here on the end, this one here, whoop, that's line of sight. 5 miles out. and then we flew all the way back into like a glacier valley or whatever it's called. And again here, hang on a second. So we're turning around here. We're over here.
Okay.
All right. So we flew all the way up here, back in here, and now we're turning around. And now you can see like,
That can't be line of sight.
No, that was not line of sight. So behind a mountain, basically just pulling out. Whoa, shit. No autopilots on this
Okay.
at all. But yeah, this was like a 90-minute cruise. And this was the first time we were up there, so we landed back where we started. Yeah. So that was it. Whoa, what the fuck is going on here? Oh, sorry about that. We'll be back. Here we go. Looks like a blimp. Yeah, it's kind of like a blimp. Warst du schon mal auf dem Flexenpass? Yeah, of course. I got rescued on the Flexenpass.
What? What
Okay.
was he asking?
Flexenpass, I'll just show that real quick. It's like it's a really famous glider site. I don't go back to this. It's Flexenbahn here. I think it's. Hang on, I'll find it. Okay, here we go. This is like a super windy road up here. You park your car right here, and then you walk up all the way over here, over here, over here, and then I
Why
think
did you park so far away though?
well, you can't drive up here,
I know, but why? Under like roads underneath there, but you can't.
dude.
hike
You know
up-
how steep that is?
I don't know.
That's like 80 degrees. And then I think the pilot, like the glider pilots, usually fly here, and it's like a super thermal area. It doesn't look steep here, but trust me, it's fucking steep. So yeah, what happened to me was, it's a pretty shitty situation. I chucked out my wing, and as I chucked it out, I saw that the clip, the clevis of the elevon detached.
Oh shit. Okay.
So you're back to one elevon, which it's not gonna work. And I landed here. So being the fucking idiot that I am, I'm like, well, you know,
Just climb down.
climb down there, yeah. And like it was on a ledge, so I jumped down that ledge, not thinking how I could get back, and
Yeah.
then that was it. Had to call a mountain rescue squad.
Oh shit. Okay.
But I had the wing. And then they installed like wires here, because like even the professional climbers were like, "Are you fucking nuts? I'm not going down there." So they installed wires, and then eventually they called a helicopter to just pull me out.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Fun times. But Flexenpass, it's a really famous place to fly. Because you got all the upwind here, like the entire valley pushes up wind here. So it's like super awesome to thermal with gliders.
It looks really nice on Google Earth.
Yeah, it's a
Must
beautiful
be
spot.
nicer in person.
Okay, hang on a second. Oscars, what equipment used? Oh, dude, this is super old shit. I'm not even gonna get into it. Hang on, let's see the questions here. How much TX power? A flight like that, 20 kilometers, you can do with 100 milliwatts. I would suggest to go with 500 milliwatts for that flight. Do you think you can still fly there? I always wanted to do long range holiday with friends. Okay, if you want to go to St. Anton and fly, you have to be on alert that every police officer in this whole fucking area, like this whole area, knows about all of the FPV laws.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I might have had something to do with that. So do not flash your gear. Go up on the mountains and fly, and be quiet, and you'll be fine.
Don't crash.
Don't crash. Okay, so if you go, there's a pretty cool spot right here. And okay, you're gonna record this this is gonna be recorded anyway, so you can see it. You go up here, and you park your car right here. And this here is my neighbor's place, and he hates FPV, and he's not gonna be happy that you're there. But he lives here, and this is his second home.
Okay.
So you're gonna be okay. And then you can launch right here, or you can go down to, there's a hut somewhere. Oh no, sorry, I showed it wrong. So this is his house, and then there's a hut down here that you can hide behind, and you can launch up here, and
You can hide behind.
yeah. This is actually, let me zoom out. This is a beautiful flying spot right here. Like all the way up here, all the way up here, all the way up here, all the way up
Oh
here.
my god.
Yeah, I already showed this on another stream. So yeah, if you want to go like St. Anton, or St. Jakov, it's a beautiful place to fly. These little roads that you can drive up to, like you can drive up here, you can drive all the way up to here, and you can fly from here. You're gonna need like a 4x4 or whatever they're called, like an off-road vehicle. But this is a fucking beautiful place to fly. Like up here, that valley. There's some really nice spots to fly in this area. There's a guy that flies FPV, and he's from here. Right here, I think, or maybe a little bit further in. Yeah, here. Sorry, here. So if you zoom out, that's a place called Lech, and then there's another place called Zug, and then you go all the way to here, and he's gonna be cool with you flying.
Wait, that's where he lives.
No, that's where his business is. Like this is a restaurant.
Oh, okay.
So you stay there, you be nice, you pay tips, and you buy a lot of beer. And then he's gonna be fucking awesome. He's gonna be cool with you flying, and he's gonna show you all the spots in that valley. Like you can fly all the way out to this place. You can fly up here, all the way up here, and in there, like, because it's one place, and he basically, I don't think he owns the entire area, but he's like, you're gonna be safe if you fly there. All right, good. Oh, we don't see the map? Oh, fucking hell. Okay. Back. St. Anton and Malberg, nice place to fly. So the cool place to take off from is going to be around here. This is a place called Petnoy, which is right next to it. So this is my neighbor's place. You can park your car here, and you can go here and hide behind that hut. Or you can drive all the way over here, all the way up here to Tours, and then Lech, and then Zug, and then inside here, like you have to walk here. You're not allowed to drive here. Like these are all nature reserves. So there's gonna be, there's a parking here, and you can see there's a barricade here. So you park your car here. It's about a 15 to 20 minute walk in here. Chung, 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 all the way here. And you can fly from here. Gotta be nice and buy beers. All right, good. That was the quick.
What's the population there around that area?
Oh, it's like 300-400 people per town. Yeah.
Super quiet.
Yeah, it's super quiet. That's why they hate the noise of the wings and shit. Kamikaze, yeah. So Kamikaze was already there.
Okay.
Yeah. Like an entire German long range squad went there, and like they built up like a fucking TBS.
Oh yeah, I saw that photo.
Yeah, exactly. Is it possible to get TBS Agent X for Linux? No.
Can we stay at your neighbor's house?
You actually can. You can rent a place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Airbnb. Don't forget the tip for the beer guy. Yes. Do people go up there and yodel? Only in the videos, bro. Only in the videos. Okay. On 500 meters, I got telemetry lost on Micro TX V2 on 250 milliwatts. Line of sight, what should I investigate? Receiver antenna is not Immortal T, it's on the wing. 500 meters, telemetry lost. Sounds like your receiver antenna is being blocked by the battery or something. If you lose telemetry, you're still good. Like the telemetry link goes about 20% of your uplink. So your uplink goes 5 times further. But that's just the nature of like the long range links. You can't really, you can, but none of you fucks are gonna pay for it. If we add like a power amplifier, the receiver is gonna be $60 instead of 20 or 30, right? So. Any new TBS sticker packs? Not right now. We got like 5 or 6.
5 or 6, yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool. So yeah, recap. Plane is in pieces.
Oh shit! Can't really break it anymore. New bot grinder logo.
Gonna build a new one, but it's probably gonna be a week or two until I try again.
Until you recover from this.
Recover from this fucking session. Some of us would. Yeah, I know. It's in the works. It's coming, but most of it won't pay for it. So that's why stock we didn't have the telemetry. All right, I guess that's it. Fresnel zone, real quick recap. Boom, it's the flying blimp here. You can calculate it, how high it is. So if you want to fly long range, you go off the side of a mountain. Fly over the valley and then fly up the mountain. That's how you get most of your range. Already paid out with the diversity. Yeah, okay, but that's something else. Like that's two receivers basically. And the sales would suggest that you guys don't pay for it. Man. Actually, I think they're cheaper now, right?
Diversity?
Yeah.
Yeah, of
Didn't we
course.
like $50, right? Instead of 60 or something? Yeah. You guys did a live stream showing how to do the V3 PCB 4-in-1 module install. No, we didn't, but there's videos out there of people doing it. Like just Google it on there's videos on YouTube. We can't really do that better. And it's not really something you want to do live. You want to cut through the boring scenes. Yeah. All right. Cool. I think we got everything.
Yeah.
Everything done for today.
Oh, actually, well, 1.5 new products.
Oh,
We got
okay.
the Runcam Razor 4.
Okay.
Another camera. We're not gonna show it because it's just
It looks the
another
same,
camera.
but it's gonna
It
be.
looks the same.
What's the
This
special thing
okay,
about it?
This one actually supports digital as well.
Okay.
But it doesn't come with a cable, so you have to buy the cable
Oh,
separately.
is that the one where there
That
was
the-
like legal issues?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So it might
Um,
not support digital, but it might.
Well, they said digital in the
Okay.
product page. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
but didn't Cadex say like they're gonna make it incompatible? I don't know. You've been warned. Okay, cool.
Oh, and the servo cables.
Oh,
The
yeah.
extension wires.
Extension wires, tested by yours truly, installed, they work pretty well. But you're gonna need the crimps. Like we're gonna add the crimps to the store to crimp your own servo wires and the tools and shit. And yeah, Vincent Lung is gonna post up the video of me crashing the fucking wing. Hang on a second. Vincent, please send me the video first.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Please send me the video first. I wanna, or send me at least a screenshot. Can you message him?
Do I have him?
I don't want. No, I don't want any leakage. No. No, I don't want any leakage.
I have a Vincent FPV here. I don't know if that's him. Hey, Vincent, is that you?
Don't show his phone number. I don't know. I guess he's not.
He's not watching anymore.
He's not watching anymore. Crashed it. Yeah, we crashed it. We crashed it at the plane. Have you thought about diversity VTX? Analog doesn't work that way. All right, cool. Guess that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.